Here we go.
Here we go, boys. Nemo is a hobby plant. Guys, I'm not.
We're having fun over here. That's what we're doing.
We're having a good
This is the chase.
This is like his chase card NNT.
Giveaways happening every single show.
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, John.
It feels like the morning after a night game.
Boy, oh boy.
Sure does, right?
The lights just seem a little brighter today.
Lights seem a
it's just
little
me,
brighter.
but-
Yeah. The alarm woke up. Thank God they won. Thank God the Bills
Yeah,
won.
give it
Obviously,
for the one time. Come
Victory
on now.
Monday. The Bruce Smith jersey's back in the house. Elena's favorite piece of clothing here at David Adams.
Yeah.
I know. Speaking of clothing, Elena, can you show the well, look at that thing.
Oh.
It's
What team is that?
Oh, I know. Nothing like the Commanders upsetting the #1 seed. That was huge. That was the game of the weekend, in my opinion. That was way better than the Bills-Lions game, just for excitement factors alone. But, yeah, I don't know. It was
Hey, can
so
you tell
good.
me, do you know who the other quarterback on your shirt is?
Is it Joe Theismann?
No.
Alex Smith?
Okay,
No.
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith was probably
good
like
guess.
10 during that game. That's
Good guess.
Mark Rippon, the
You know-
quarterback of the Washington
Whoa,
football team.
there you go.
Relax. I
There you
know.
Jalen Hurts and Jayden Daniels were born, grew up, went to college, did their thing, got drafted, and still made the NFC Championship before the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh. Yeah,
So
they're the only NFC
good.
team to not make the conference championship in the last 25 years. Love to see
Isn't
it.
that insane?
Absolutely love to see it.
90s must have been a good time.
How do you think
How about
Daniel
them
Snyder's
Cowboys?
feeling, too? Daniel
Oh, my
Snyder, the
God.
old owner of the Washington team, hated by 99% of the country,
Yeah.
sells the team, and now here they
Now all of
are.
a sudden, right in
Deserved.
there.
Karma is a B, right?
I am not like obviously I'm not from DC. I chose the Commanders as my NFC team 4 or 5 years ago. So like this is two realities I never thought I would see, is a Bills versus Commanders
Yeah, the
Super Bowl.
possibilities right
Like
there
the
for you.
possibilities literally
right there.
so close, which is insane. Like
Yeah.
I thought they each in their own right would make it in different years, but
Well-
I just did not think we were as close to this possibility as we are this year.
Yeah, it's just so funny because Elena was joking beginning of the season, like,
Yep.
"Oh, Commanders, Bills, Super
Yep.
Bowl, here we go." Jayden
100
Daniels gonna
Yeah,
take
I
it.
look-
I looked it up. It was 125-1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coulda-
I should have put all my money on
should've.
it.
You could have
Yeah.
bought a ring for Colby next week.
You know,
Could have bought two.
Two?
Could have
Well,
bought
for
two.
the next guy.
For the
Yeah, I got
I
it.
don't
Thanks,
want to
Tank.
see
Appreciate you,
a
Tank.
Chief Eagles Super
No,
Bowl.
No
one
one
wants to see that.
does.
I promise you.
We already
nobody wants
saw
to see
it.
that.
Like, we already saw it a couple years ago, and to see it again is just sickening.
No, nobody wants to see that.
I got bad news. So my brother predicts. We do like a Super Bowl prediction
Okay.
beginning every season. He's got it right the past 2 seasons. This year he said Chiefs Eagles.
Really?
It's
And here we are.
looking-
Tank, speaking of that, you realize that I'm on the side of America tonight.
Why is that? We know.
Well,
we know what today is, right?
Because you picked up that thing. And was that like in a gutter somewhere, that sweatshirt?
Oh,
Like
the
where-
national championship game. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about a different event
No,
happening today.
oh no! I'm on the side of America tonight at 7:30. I feel like all of America gonna be rooting for Notre Dame, and all of America be rooting for the Bills on Sunday against the Chiefs. Right? If you're not a Chiefs fan, you're rooting for the Bills.
100%.
If you're not a Notre Dame or Ohio State fan, I think the vast majority of people tonight are rooting for Notre Dame.
Sorry to
except
hear that,
for my
because
guy.
I got breaking news for you.
What you got for me?
Taking over.
That's ridiculous.
Oh wait, chat.
No, you making your own self-imposed Buckeye stickers. Yeah.
Who is
okay.
America
Oh, this is a
rooting
legit one.
for in the college?
Yeah. I think all of America's gonna be
Football
rooting for Notre Dame. That's my
championship.
opinion.
Let's see
Bring
what
it
it-
on, America. if
Let's
that's
talk
the
some
case.
fallout from this weekend,
Let's do
related
it.
to the hobby. And I know a bunch of these guys we've spoken about before, but
Yeah.
they're
Ohio State is 9.5-point favorite.
Yeah.
I mean,
what are you laughing
just
at?
let the numbers talk
Hey,
themselves.
Elena, how big of an underdog were the Commanders?
Not
Oh,
that
that's
big.
right. Oh,
6 points.
6 No. Against Detroit.
Let's see.
9.5.
A
8.5.
new study.
There you go.
A new study conducted by Bet Online shows that Notre Dame will take on. Oh, this is an old article.
Okay, thanks, Elena.
Hold on.
What am I freaking you out? A little
Not
bit?
at all.
Yeah, he's a little nervous. Does Notre Dame score more than 17 points tonight?
I think
Because-
they got to get to 21. They got to
Why
get
do
to
they?
21
Why do they have to get?
because Ohio State's going to score. Ohio State puts up points on
Because
everybody.
in the playoff, Ohio State's only let up 17 points a game.
Yeah.
Do they get that tonight?
I think so. I mean, to be honest, I think Ohio State wins by 7 to 10.
I do feel bad going back, and we can get into divisional round fallout. I do feel bad to a degree for Lions fans.
Sure.
But I feel like there was a degree of cockiness this year that they had, like that their path was to the Super Bowl.
Has anybody seen Russ?
No, Russ has been real quiet. I sent the purple devil emoji in our Breakers group chat, and then like only 2 people answered. I'm like, yeah, all you degenerates have all this money on it. If you just listen to the gremlin, maybe the gremlin knows a thing or two about.
Everybody put him up. Everybody put him up. Left hand up,
thanks.
baby. Let's go.
No thanks. All right.
I know, and Scary Terry deserves it.
Let's go through these real quick here, Tank. So first guy, you know what I found? I found a reasonably priced Patrick Mahomes card.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It takes a while.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Your hangover is so bad right now.
I don't have a hangover at all.
You know you're not supposed to drink on a Z-Pack, right?
Are you done? Are you done?
Listen, you got a long night ahead of him tonight. Round 2.
I'm halfway through dry January.
Are you done?
I am up and at 'em today. Commanders win, Bills win.
Yeah.
Josh is gonna lose tonight, and he's hungover.
Jeez.
Not at all.
So mad.
Come on.
No, I'm not mad at all. I think you're ridiculous. Patrick Mahomes cheap card. Show it, please.
How cheap we talking?
Maybe.
Nah, maybe not. There it is.
So I just found this one interesting. I know 2017 score. I get it. But a rookie Patrick Mahomes from Texas Tech, $152. It ends in 1 day and 7 hours. Just quite honestly, it's probably the cheapest you could get a Patrick Mahomes auto for.
Yeah, now I'm thinking it's that cheap strictly for the fact that
It's an on-card auto.
Right.
Like it wasn't. Someone had this base card of Mahomes.
Yeah.
And then they said,
sign this card?
well, it was probably a grown man. And he's probably like, Patrick. Have you, Josh, when you were working
Yes.
for the Bills, did you ever see
They're the worst.
those autograph
Yep,
hunters?
they were there every single day. They would stand outside the players' parking lot.
And people know, like the players know these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So then what they'll do, they'll hire kids to go get the autos for them.
Which is
I
sick.
seen that this past training camp. Teron
Yep.
Johnson was signing autographs. This old ass man walks up, just a bunch of stuff. Like he had a whole basket of like memorabilia. And Teron Johnson just looked at him, shook his head, and just kept walking.
Well, so there's a notorious guy in Buffalo.
I know who it is.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking
I
about.
Probably him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Probably
it
him.
probably is him. He just stands. He's just a menace. To
That
these
drives
players.
me. That drives me nuts.
I think for this card though, in particular, it is the Patrick Mahomes. I would love to see it authenticated. I
Sure.
think that's my biggest issue with this card right now.
Do you take a shot on it? Like, do you for $150? Do you gamble that it's real and not forged or manipulated in some way?
Oh my God, I don't know, right? Because like for me, a lot of people might disagree with me, but I feel like $150 is a lot to gamble. Like
Sure.
That's fair.
on a risk, like. Does this look like Pat Mahomes' auto? Sure.
Yeah,
but
do
are
some
we
Tom.
sure it's his autograph?
Nope. What would that card be worth, you think, if it was authenticated as real?
And then slabs?
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't know. It depends, right? Because it's score. It's him and
Right.
his Texas Tech. That's not really a needle mover in terms of college football teams, in my opinion.
Nope, they're not.
So, I don't know. I hate seeing. I'm not big on the college uniforms unless it's like one of those flagships, like Alabama,
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Ohio,
Ohio State.
yeah, Notre Dame. Like those are the
Yeah,
ones
we
when you
can
think of
agree.
college
We can
football.
agree on
Look
that.
at they're agreeing.
There you go.
Sweet.
Do you know who Patrick Mahomes' coach was at Texas Tech?
Cliff
Elena?
Kingsbury.
There you go.
What do you think this is?
Come on.
Wow.
You think I
Come
don't
on.
know?
You finally got one. Good. All
Yeah.
right.
He's only ever good as an offensive coordinator.
Agreed. All right, next
So
one
what I'm
up here.
saying is, like, look at how good Cliff Kingsbury's offense works when he doesn't have someone who's 5'7".
Oh, okay.
Jeez
Okay.
Louise.
Kyler Murray hate
Sorry,
there.
Kyler.
All right, next
Yeah,
one up
why
here.
is Kyler Murray's been out of the playoffs.
Taking
The,
shots.
the loser of that game for Saturday afternoon, little
How
CJ.
sad.
I don't think CJ played too badly. Kind of got hosed a little bit by the referees. I hate the auto here. I'm sorry. I don't like.
Not a fan of it.
I don't like this auto.
Looks like it says C7
What exactly
now.
does that say?
C7 now.
I think he's being a little creative, Nugget, and he's signing.
C7 now?
He's signing the S as a 7.
Oh, okay, fine, sure. So CJ Stroud,
That says Stroud.
2023 Topps Chrome Composite Rookie Auto, $102.50, 29 bids, a day and 10 hours left in it. It just feels like a really bland card to me.
Yeah, base for real.
You
I
know,
wanna
just a little base of Rooney Auto.
I want to say though, I think it's good on you to find two similar kind of cards and compare
Thank
them
you.
because I do.
Josh.
Obviously, this is unlicensed. The CJ Stroud is an unlicensed Topps Chrome card,
Mm-hmm.
so it doesn't have his Texans stuff. But you know, you can only find CJ in Topps Now or Topps Chrome, and this is a score base. Patrick Mahomes.
Base is base gets right
base
there.
Base is base gets. It's like it's 2017 score football, but like with him and his Texas
So
Tech.
which of these cards would you rather have? I mean, I'm assuming that you feel like that the CJ autograph is certified. So it's real.
Yeah.
So like if you had $150 to spend, which of these two cards you buying?
I'm dying to
tough,
CJ.
man, 'cause like Elena's saying CJ. I don't know. I'm a risk taker, man. I might go after the Mahomes, maybe get it authenticated.
Stoop, what do you think?
So I have a Josh Allen auto that's similar to that, but mine did have an authentication with it. I'm just gonna eventually send it to PSA to just get it PSA certified.
Sure.
And it cost me $50. I feel 150 is a little rich.
Okay. No, I can respect that. All right, to the night game. The Lions and the Commanders. We'll start with the Lions here. Jared Goff. I feel like, boy,
He's done.
if this is not the peak of Jared Goff, I don't know when will be. Because to get up that mountain again next year, they're going to have a great offense again. I understand. But they're going to probably lose both coordinators, Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. Going to be hard if you're the Lions to get back there again. This is a 2016 Panini Phoenix to 49, patch auto, PSA 8, $86. Jared in the Rams jersey there. I mean, that's another card in kind of the same range as the first two we were talking about. Would you take this one because it's already slabbed, or would you take the CJ or the Mahomes?
I think I to be honest with you, I think I'm almost completely out on Jared Goff.
Okay.
Oh, Jared Goof.
I wanted to give him a chance, and I wanted to believe that the Stafford-Goff trade was the most fair trade in NFL history. And maybe it is in hindsight, but, like, how many more years do we have of that? Jared Goff threw, 3 interceptions, and there's 2 turnovers.
One of them was a pick six?
Yeah, it was, like, he was making stupid mistakes that, like, you see out of C.J. Stroud, or you see out of a very young quarterback. He's ancient in the league. It's time for him to go, but unfortunately the Lions are going to live in purgatory, like I was telling you this morning, Josh, because, right, like, they're not going to have a high draft pick this year. And then they're stuck with Jared Goff next year, and then it's like, what, do you tank? Like, you can't tank.
And, like, the thing with Jared Goff is that, like, he's kind of, like, the last of, like, the true pocket passers. Like, he doesn't move, and, like, if just look at all 4 quarterbacks that are in the championship right now, they can all move.
They can all move.
Like,
Sam
Darnold. You have to have some mobility.
Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, a dying breed of
Even
quarterback.
Sam Darnold can move a little bit.
You know what,
This
though?
will probably be his last run at it this year. We'll see what he looks like
And,
without
like,
Ben Johnson in that offense. But it's probably one and done. This might be it for him.
You know what I was thinking watching the Rams game, though? There's an art to being a pocket passer that I think is so overshadowed at this point in this league because everyone can run and hurdle, and not everyone, but, like, there's a lot more mobility. And watching Matt Stafford take a hold of the pocket and be a real pocket passer, like, it's almost a lost art at this point. And I think teams are straying away from that too much, where, like, if Lamar Jackson was a true pocket passer, what did we give him? 10 seconds in the pocket last night? And he's still, like he had so much time. I don't know. I think that's something that we should go back to slightly.
I agree. Look at someone like Brady. Not known as mobile, but he knows how to navigate a pocket. Yeah. And the best pocket passers are able to do that. It's not always about being able to get out. Sometimes it's just making that slide to where you see an opening where you can step into a throw.
All right, next one up here, same game. Jayden Daniels, of course. I mean, had to do it. Stone Cold Killer. So this was kind of an. Okay.
Every time.
Jesus. This was kind of an interesting little eBay page here. A rare rookie gold refractor Prism investment. They're calling it an investment SSP
That's
mosaic.
That's crazy.
Right? I mean, I love that. Investment SSP.
Investment?
Yes, I love that. So here's the
Why
thing.
is it 100 pictures of the same?
So they had 20.
Yeah,
so they
what
had
are we doing?
They had 25 of them. Okay, and they've sold all but one at this price, so which I found kind of interesting that they've sold 24 out of 25 at $250. You know, I mean,
wait, is there only how many are there of a?
There's only one left.
No, like a gold mosaic.
That's a good question. Well, it's an investment SSP.
They got 25.
So they have 25 of them,
by
and they
gold standard collectibles.
They turned them around for $250 each. No auto, no patch, not numbered. $250 each.
All right, Jayden Daniels.
I mean,
we'll
this
get to
guy-
it more in a second. Jayden Daniels' market is up right now.
Yeah,
This guy's
right?
a sling artist. Look at him.
He's throwing everything out there. A little Roki Sasaki, like turning that around quick. A lot of investment. this
Whatever you
year.
want, we got it.
A lot of investments.
Yeah, so Bo Nix is on sale for
Everything
$134.99.
says investment.
Of course. Well, he's an investor. Yeah. So what do you think? $249.99 for this here? Like, I feel like if you're buying Jayden right now, you are buying the absolute peak mania of Jayden Daniels right now.
Do you
Yes.
think? Because I mean, I think it's only going up, especially if they beat the
Sure,
Eagles this
but what
weekend.
happens if they lose here, right? Like we saw this with CJ and all the
Sure.
guys last year, the rookie mania, and then maybe a dip sophomore year. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you're buying high right now. It feels like
Oh,
could go
100%.
higher, but you're buying high.
Yeah, would you be in or out on some of these cards?
This one I wouldn't buy this week just because I feel like I'd be buying at the absolute peak.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping my hands off of Jayden Daniels right now in terms of cards because it's like, this is the highest we're gonna see his prices go. So if you've been holding on to Jayden Daniels, to
It
me,
might be time to
and you
Now's
have
the time.
no attachment to these cards, and you purely were waiting on the perfect time. Right now,
Don't you have one, Elena? You have a Jayden Daniels?
I have like a couple tops now, Jayden Daniels.
All right, well, you can go to the pawn shop on Main Street in Buffalo. Might be able to make a little trade.
You think the pawn shops are
Oh,
taking
yeah.
anything like that?
Yeah,
never know.
yeah, you can go there.
You
I
never
can see
know.
that. They know you there.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they give you the discount.
You know,
Why do
I've
they
only
know
been
you?
to a pawn shop once in Rochester, and it was like the scariest experience of my life
Really?
because it was behind these like grates.
Sure. Is that where you had to pay off your collection debt?
No, I was pawning some jewelry.
God, I'm
Different-
not surprised.
different
All right. So yesterday afternoon, obviously the Rams and the Eagles game. Our guy Saquon Barkley. We
Yeah.
talked about him a number of times, but I mean, my goodness, another card reasonably priced. Under $200. I got to ask you guys a question. I feel like this picture of this card stinks. And does that affect anything for you? Like, if you're selling this card, if you're Hoodies Collectibles and you've sold 189,000 items on eBay, maybe make the card a little brighter because that thing doesn't pop to me. 2018 Panini Elements, 48 out of 99, PSA 9. I don't know. Like,
I think it's hard because it's a printing plate.
yeah, you think
could-
so? I mean,
Yeah.
Do you bump up the brightness on the picture itself before you post it?
But
or-
he's never used Photoshop a day in his life.
right?
So, like, he doesn't know, but, like, I can tell that it's a printing plate.
Yeah.
I don't think
So-
it's a printing plate. I think
You
it's
don't
just like
think?
those metal, because it's out of 99.
it's
So I
like
think
a
it's just
metal
one of like
card.
those metal cards.
Yeah, it's a metal card because it's out of 99.
Yeah.
But it's like I just feel like a card like that, $200, an on-card auto there, just bump up the brightness, and I feel like that's just a much more appealing card.
It might help a little bit. Like it wouldn't make a difference for me, but
Now,
in general.
All right, you got $200. Get this Saquon or one of the quarterbacks.
You can take out a
Probably get one
loan.
of the quarterbacks, man.
Yeah,
Probably get one of the quarterbacks.
Would you invest in CJ right now?
yeah, I wouldn't hate that. Like they're gonna retool the offense now. I feel like you're buying CJ Lowe now.
Does that mean Diggs is just done? Is he retired?
No, but he's never gonna be. He's never number one.
He's
anymore.
gonna have to take a very
Yeah,
prove it contract.
He's an
I don't, I don't know.
Just came
I don't,
off of
he's
torn
not going back to
ACL. He's
Houston.
31
That's
years
just my
old.
right. Yep. I'm with you. I think I'm in on the Saquon card.
Yeah, why
They
not?
win the Super Bowl.
It's crazy to think about how I've seen this morning. Gabe Davis is getting paid more than him, and
Not crazy.
yeah, it's
More than Saquon?
yeah.
Boy.
the-
Gabe freaking Davis?
the running back market, we got to show some more respect.
Boy,
Going
the-
this offseason, we got to show
James
more
Cook's
respect.
gonna get paid this offseason.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. We
Yes,
can't
he
afford it.
yes, he sure is.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
Broke as a bone.
the guy who said that he's gonna reevaluate his career, he might be done.
No.
Matt Stafford.
When did he say that?
After the
Said
game
that
last night, he said he's
yesterday.
gonna take some time.
Yeah, but
He's
they
gonna
did ask him.
rethink
They said
things.
he got more football in him, so it seems like it.
Well, he's gonna either that or he's gonna make more commercials laying in bed next to his wife in that weird like.
You hate that
I
commercial.
hate that commercial. It was on again. I don't like that commercial. This is a 2009 Donruss Classic Significant Signatures Matt Stafford rookie auto out of to 150, $45, 7 bids. It ends in 3 days. It's an ugly card.
It is ugly.
It's an ugly
Yeah,
card
I'm
to
not a
me.
fan.
It looks like an old doorstop. Like it's just kind of an ugly. But $45, Hall of Famer,
yeah,
Super Bowl winner.
guaranteed too.
But there's just no buzz, no juice with him anymore, right?
I know. I wish. I like Matt Stafford. That's what I'm saying. That what we're missing. That's the end of the era for like the pocket passer, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a lost art for a couple of years. Like you have that guy cosplaying as Patrick Mahomes on that one team.
Oh, Dylan Rayola.
Yeah,
Raiola.
Dylan Raiola. You have everyone trying to be the super mobile quarterback, which is what I feel like GMs are looking for and what coaches are looking for right now because it's working. But the art of a pocket passer will come back around. I think it's just a matter of time.
Cosplaying, he does. He thinks he's
creepy.
Mahomes Jr. It's
From
creepy.
the hair,
It's
the-
downright creepy. The
Will-
headband,
the
the whole.
emotes, yeah.
He. Oh my God, it's brutal.
If you're his
Will-
girlfriend, like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
I know it's creepy.
If he
Will
has
Matt
one.
Stafford be a first ballot though?
I think so.
Absolutely. No, I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or
I think
buts
so.
about it.
Absolutely. Winning the Super Bowl put him over
It
the
sure
top.
helped. It sure
Yeah.
helped.
All right, from the game last night, from the game of the week, and of course, first of all, now our guy, a little understated, didn't make the crucial turnovers, also didn't have like the crazy Josh Allen type game that everybody thought that they would need to beat the Ravens. Show the Josh Allen card here. It's a, what do you think of this one? Little
like it.
2018 Luminance Josh Allen Wyoming Cowboys, $379. It didn't sell.
Which
This is
seems to me okay. So I to point out a couple issues I think that collectors would have with this card. A, he's in his Wyoming jersey.
Sure.
This is from the draft. Like, so this must have drafted as like a premiere from the NFL draft.
Yep.
Kind of thing. I personally, because we're Bills fans, seeing Josh Allen in a Wyoming jersey is kind of iconic in my
Totally.
opinion. But like, I just shit on Mahomes and the Texas Tech.
Sure.
Which is better or worse? I
But
don't even know.
Texas Tech is more high profile than Wyoming for
yeah,
sure.
so like I can't, if I'm staying on that, if
Yeah.
I'm not being
Stand
a
on
hypocrite,
business.
I have to stand on business. But you're getting a rookie autograph, an actual rookie autograph, not just an on-card auto maybe of Patrick Mahomes
Right.
for $379. Josh Allen is at the top of his game right now. I think this is a steal. In my
Interesting.
opinion.
It just ended. So when I linked this, the auction just ended at 11 a.m. So I was curious to see whether somebody did bid on it,
Yeah,
and
nothing.
nothing. Like not even a best offer. Obviously, they might not have taken an offer if there was a lowball offer. But
Yeah.
man, I feel like another one where for $400, you can, like Elena said, you can get an on-card Josh Allen auto.
Well, it's a sticker auto.
Yeah,
to be
right, I'm
corrected.
sorry, excuse
but,
me.
Like,
But it-
yeah.
but
no, I know what you're saying.
Nonetheless.
An authenticated Josh Allen auto.
And then
I
on
also
the,
think-
like the design here too, like I know you were mentioning like the Wyoming uniform, which really doesn't bother me, but like even the auto just pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto pops like crazy.
He has a nice. Josh Allen has a nice.
Yeah, he
auto.
does have a clean auto.
I dig this card. I found this one this morning and I thought, man, I that's one I would probably buy.
I was listening
For
to
the price point,
WGR
I
550 this morning.
Oh God, they were. So
And I've called into that show. I've called into that show to try to talk about football, but I've always ran out of time and had to go into work. But they were like making a whole stink about how Allen didn't look like an MVP candidate,
Yeah.
and that he
I
didn't
was
make
jealous.
those big MVP plays, and he didn't do. And I'm like, isn't
They-
the MVP voting over?
Yeah,
They-
it's
they
over and
said
done
that
with.
they were
Why do you
jealous.
need you don't if you don't need him to go above and beyond
Right.
the risk set?
Can I
I take that as a win.
Can I tell you something? Who cares? Just go win the Super
We're
Bowl.
we're just
At
cares?
this point,
Who cares?
You did what you had to do
Who cares?
during
You
the
won the
regular
game.
season.
Do
to
you
win
think the
MVP.
players, the coaches, the staff, the front office, the people in the ticket office, they don't give one
No.
shit about any of that?
No, every game I get a text. Want to win this one so bad.
Yep, 1-0.
It's the
Just
whole-
1-0.
vibe.
No one
That's it.
cares.
No.
None of it matters.
Bring it home, man.
Somebody who I probably wouldn't purchase today, and it's
Who?
not Lamar.
Who is it?
Oh,
Mm.
it's such a sick patch too.
It's
such a
Oh,
cool
the
patch.
Rose
what an unbelievable card, right, Stoop? Like that's
Yeah,
an
that's a
amazing
great
patch.
The Rose Bowl patch is gorgeous. but, like,
2018 Panini
that is
Flawless
tough.
Collegiate Rookie Patch Auto, Mark Andrews to 15 with a giant chunk of the Rose Bowl patch from when he
That's
played
sick.
for Oklahoma. Beautiful card. $200 or best offer. I mean, Mark Andrews seems like a really good dude.
Yeah.
Well respected around the league for a long time. Very successful career. It's going to be tough that around Baltimore is going to be known as the Mark Andrews game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the fumble and then the drop 2-point conversion. Those games that are named after a player who did something wrong. Those are the worst.
Yeah, and it's just like it's so tough because he should have had that. Man.
Shoulda had.
And like even John Harbaugh said yesterday, he's like Mark Andrews is one reason why we're here in this
Course.
situation. But any other tight end probably would have fumbled with the elements and everything too on that one play with whatever,
Bernard
but
the punch. Yeah,
the 2-point conversion you gotta have.
you gotta have it.
I saw a video of Kurt Warner talking about conditions and how they're unfair because he played for Arizona
In the Rams.
and the
the
Rams, so
Rams.
2 dome teams.
Yep.
And he was saying how like there's really no way for dome teams to prepare for somewhere like Baltimore or somewhere like Buffalo,
Sure.
where like the conditions are like that. I don't know how you guys feel about conditions in
football.
general. I agree, it's just football. because that's just the elements at play.
Yep.
And I think for our guys to be practicing in that all the time does make the advantage.
So here's the funny
don't know.
here's the funny thing. Last night, everybody is kind of outraged around here and around the league that the Bills are not building a dome stadium, right?
Yeah.
Got to tell you what, I don't think they win that game last night if it's in a dome. Like
I
you
don't
said,
either.
the peanut punch, like that fumble, the Lamar slipping and fumbling the ball.
Right.
Mark Andrews makes that play in a climate-controlled field, right? I don't think the Bills win that game if the game's inside.
Yeah, you never
I
know.
agree with you.
I mean,
know?
you literally just never know.
But-
But the thing is, too, like people, this is more so kind of going off track towards like what the Ravens fans have been saying there, because there's a couple crybabies out there. But
Oh, Ravens.
we're acting like the weather is all like good in Baltimore. It's bad everywhere right now.
Right. No, right.
Yeah, and
right.
like-
So it wouldn't have made a difference. Like they have the same preparation as Bills. Maybe not to the extent how bad the weather. I don't know what the weather is like in Baltimore.
Not great.
But that's what I'm saying.
No, but like the best teams in the AFC, Kansas City, it's cold there. Baltimore, it's cold there. Buffalo, cold. Cincinnati, they didn't make it. It's cold there. Pittsburgh, it's cold. It's just part playing in the AFC. It feels like that is part of what you get. You
Even
don't
Denver.
get that much
Even
in
Denver,
the NFC.
100%. And the
you
thing
have
is, too,
Philly
like,
and you
if-
have Green Bay, and that's it.
yeah, if you have an indoor stadium team, like get the 1 seed and quit crying about
Yep.
it.
Now Detroit had the 1 seed. How'd that work out?
It didn't matter.
Yeah, how did that work out?
How'd that work out?
Detroit?
All right, Elena, why did this Jayden Daniels silver prism sell so high?
So I've been seeing this on Instagram and kind of like on TikTok too. Rest in peace, TikTok. Although not gone, it's back.
Are we
I was
back?
Undertaker,
having
back.
I was having a bad time, and I realized like one of the last TikToks I saw before it went dark for 12 hours was be careful of your dopamine receptors because you're just pumping like on TikTok scrolling. And low-key, I felt that.
Really?
I know all of you in the chat aren't going to agree with me because you're not on your phone like I am, but I am no better than
Did you have a
Josh's
withdrawal?
iPad kids.
Did you have I heard that. Did you have withdrawal on Saturday?
No, because I went over to YouTube Shorts and hated my life for
Okay.
a little bit, but then it came back. But I was so mad because I was watching the Commanders Bills, or not the Commanders Bills, it's Super Bowl, sorry.
Getting ahead of
Commanders
yourself here.
Eagles Lions game. Oh my
What
god.
are we doing
Get it
here?
together. You said we were hungover.
Yeah, my God.
I'm not hungover, but I was watching that game and all I wanted is to see like the reaction on TikTok and I couldn't see it and it just like made me so sad. But regardless, Coach Co, one of the friends of the pod, he does content kind of for like Philip Baum and other content creators online.
Yeah.
And he found this 2024 Panini Prism Jayden Daniels rookie silver PSA 10 in a pop 2. It sold for $1,800 last night. And I don't know, I guess the conversation was like, this is weird. This shouldn't sell for this much. So I was just kind of opening up the floor to conversation with you guys. Like, do you feel as this is too much
No.
for a Jayden Daniels rookie silver prism?
Pop 2? No.
Pop 2 right now.
Right, of course.
Or whenever, that. There's probably a million of these guys running around
Well, they're not
now.
there right now, right? It's like, what do you think? Like, I mean, do you, boy, like I said, this is the peak mania right here.
That's it.
This is 66 bids, ended at $1,880. I think whoever this is, just bought this for way too much.
Really?
Like, I don't think you're ever gonna see a base prism. I mean, it's a silver, so it's barely a base, but it's still in the family of base. Gem Mint 10 sell for almost $2,000 again.
Yeah.
Like, and I know this happens often when things like get hyped. Prism just released a few weeks ago and that sort of thing.
Sure.
But I don't know. I feel like this is a collector that didn't do their research because you could have waited a couple weeks.
No, absolutely not. Now, how do you think that affects the market now, too? Because let's say when Topps rolls around, we're getting Jayden Daniels autograph cards. What is going to be the market for those cards?
Right? Well,
if a silver prism's going for almost $2,000.
good segue there, my man, because another Jayden Daniels Topps Now card is dropping. Like, is it getting to the point where, like, when he like goes to the bathroom, we're gonna get a Jayden Daniels
Okay,
Topps Now?
enough
I
with
mean,
the
this
hate.
is ridiculous.
Enough with
I'm
the hate.
sorry. Good win. Great win. We need another card? Because he won a road playoff game?
I think the thing is.
Come
like,
on.
I think the thing is, he obviously, you can't get his autos anywhere else.
Sure.
And they don't really have him in any products just yet. But so
I mean, look
like,
at the
this is-
thing here. 4th rookie quarterback to win multiple playoff games. Okay. I mean, fine. But really, we need a
Look at
Topps
this
Now
one.
for this? That's sick.
Now
That's sick.
That's a beautiful patch. It's a beautiful card. I get it. But come on. Like, really? How about we get to the Super Bowl? I don't know. It just feels forced to me.
Well,
Nobody agrees with me?
I don't
don't
agree
know.
with you because I think you're missing what Tops Now is like.
I totally understand what
You
Tops
know,
Now
like
is.
they do this with everybody. Like,
Of course, but they just did
if
it
it was-
last week when he
yes,
won
and
his
they're gonna
first.
keep, and then when they beat the Eagles, they're gonna keep doing it.
That's why it's
And when they
called
go to the Super Bowl,
Tops
Now.
Now.
It's Tops right
Okay,
now.
but you risk diluting it when you pump something out every week. I know that it's a reactionary thing. I get it. I like it. I got it last week when he won rookie quarterback. You win your first game. Great. This one just doesn't feel like a Tops Now worthy win. That's
if
all.
this is a Notre Dame
different
Riley Leonard card when they win the national
Well, that's
championship.
different. That's the
you're
national
gonna be like,
championship.
"Oh!"
He's not even the first. He's the fourth rookie to win multiple playoff games.
what
Is
were
that
the other-
really?
What
Top
were the
five?
other rookies?
Like a damn.
Mark Sanchez, baby.
Yeah, Mark.
That's
I mean,
one of
think
them.
about that. Mark Sanchez did it.
Oh, he would have got Tops Now.
Oh my
cards.
God, Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl his rookie year and then
Yep.
famously never got back. Tough.
That's
He
it.
lost his Super Bowl as a rookie and never
How
went
bad
back.
did he lose that Super Bowl?
They lost pretty bad to the Niners. Like
They
by
got beat
you know
up.
they got beat up. Like
So
I think
how
it was
often do the
38-16.
Niners? How often do the Niners just make the Super Bowl?
They were
Like
great.
pretty often.
Yeah, they won 4.
They just go and then go every
They
5
won.
years.
They won 4 with Joe Montana and then 1 with Steve Young. They won 5 in the
Yeah.
span of like 10, 12 years.
One of the
15 years,
dynasties.
something
50,
like
yeah,
that,
they were a dynasty. They were amazing. So you guys are all in on every
I'm-
week. Jaden Daniels
I want
when
this
he
card.
when he
Why
when he
not?
clips his hangnail, are we gonna get a Tops Now?
Sure, yeah, throw it in the
Do you,
slab.
Josh, did you see what he said about? And I don't know if this is true, so don't roast me, anybody. But apparently he plays VR
Okay.
football at like 1.85 speed, so quicker
That's okay.
to be better at
I
it.
could see that.
And I'm like, what if that's the code that gets cracked?
Oh.
And
like-
now everyone's gonna start.
So
doing
can
it.
I be a pro athlete?
Well, then-
I'm gonna start grinding this summer. I'm going through training camp. I'm gonna start grinding out
Really?
the virtual.
Well, that means
football.
Can we-
Tyson's going to be a pro athlete because he's been playing so much VR football the last few weeks.
Can we please make
Has he
content
really?
out of that? We need to see.
Oh, I
that.
want to see Elena play VR
Yeah,
football,
100%.
We
screaming
could do
at
a
the refs.
stream.
Oh,
We
man,
could do
we
a
gotta make
stream
that
of
happen.
that.
Could you imagine her screaming at like the virtual refs and the other team and just shit talking the whole way?
I
could
want-
totally
Bieber,
see
what
that.
the hell?
I want Dak Prescott's cadence. Yeah,
hear it.
here we go.
Oh my God, I wouldn't want to be in the same room watching
You
that.
would have jumped.
Yeah,
You
sure.
already jumped, yeah.
Jeez, oh my God. All right, new releases of the week,
Here
and
we
one
go.
of the highest end products that we have here at Dave and Adams and in the hobby.
Yes, sir, let's do it.
2024 Topps Transcendent Collection Baseball Hobby Case. Tank, is there anything that you are transcendent at?
Looking for Gandhi cards out of this product.
You're
Yeah.
chasing Gandhi?
Yeah.
Chasing
Is
Gandhi.
that what
Oh,
you're
Gandhi
transcendent
chases
at?
on.
I think that's what it is.
One
I
of
might have
that
found my
one
phone.
to open
Stinks.
on.
That
One
he's
to open on.
great. He stinks. Never
Hating
the,
ass Josh.
never the
What
best
a
player.
great card to
Never the
open
best
on.
player on his own team. Never the best.
What does that mean?
He was never the best player
What
on the
about this guy?
Who?
He was
was?
great. He was fantastic. I can't hate on him. And an amazing auto, Mariano Rivera. But he-
Interesting, the tone change there.
I respect Mariano Rivera. He was
You don't
a
respect
Hall of
Jeter.
Famer. Hall of
Like-
Famer.
If Jeter walked in right now, so they.
I
Jeter,
would
nice to
shake his
meet you.
hand.
Don't-
Of course I
don't
would. I would
respect
shake
you.
anybody's hand. But, not my favorite player. So what do we think here? $9,000 for a hobby case for Transcendent. I guess, and you know what's in here, Tank?
What's that?
You can win a VIP invitation to a exclusive party.
What party?
In this
Well,
set.
yeah, what party?
Look at that. Randomly inserted VIP event invitation.
That's cool.
Event
All right.
date and time
Interesting.
TBD. Limited to 100 people.
Like you could bring up to 100 people, or is it gonna be?
No,
100
I think
people
you
there?
are one of the 100 people.
Okay.
You are one of the 100 people. Where do you think that event will be? Let's take a guess. Where do we think that the Topps Transcendent VIP event will be? I have no idea.
It could literally be anything.
Could be. I'm going to go Vegas.
I think
Vegas.
it's the MLB World Series.
I was gonna say the MLB awards.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see
Like,
the
when
World
is this
Series.
event?
Don't know. It's a
It says
TBA.
TBD,
so
yes, it's
nothing.
TBD.
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know anything about it.
You imagine
Unless
this-
it's like the biggest meet and greet ever.
Could be. Who would you want to see there, Elena? Who would be your first pick celebrity? Anybody, not even just athlete.
Josh, do you think Gandhi's there?
Gandhi's no, Gandhi's dead. God rest his soul. And,
It's his spirit will be.
and
Why did
everybody
you-
knows
why
that
did you
ghosts are
say-
not real. So
Ah.
everyone knows that. Elena, who's your first pick?
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor
You could have picked
Heineke.
anybody.
Taylor Heineke more than Taylor Swift.
It's a tough one.
That's awful, Taylor.
What if they're
Heineke.
both there? Like, hey, Elena, we've seen a lot of your stuff.
She go hug Taylor Heineke first.
If,
You be-
if,
Ignore
it's
Taylor.
if it's between the Taylors,
Yeah.
definitely saying hello to Mrs. Swift.
Miss Swift first.
But I'm gonna say, hey Taylor, thank you for creating a fan in the football team.
There we go.
Speaking of, I want to bring this up. Do you think Caitlin Clark was like uncomfortable sitting in that suite?
Yeah, what was going on
That
there?
was so
Why
random.
was
You
she
guys
there?
Starstruck.
You
I
guys
think that's
missed.
starstruck.
You guys are just not plugged in.
To what?
Travis and Taylor invited Caitlin Clark to the suite for the Chiefs game.
We know
She's
that.
from
no kidding.
Kansas City. So she's a KC
Oh,
fan.
she's from Kansas City.
Yes, she's a
Okay.
Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
why they invited her.
That
And
makes
she's
more sense.
electric. She was on New Heights podcast.
Okay.
Sorry, Travis. I didn't tune into that one.
So she has grown up listening to Taylor Swift's music like a lot of people have. And so I think it's like a full circle moment for her, honestly. Imagine like that's the sport you choose gets
Sure.
you like that. I don't know. It's a cool
Plus,
moment.
you got the Rizzler there.
No.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Just okay.
Texans didn't stand a chance.
Time to.
Yeah,
the
what
Rizzler-
was your reaction when you saw the Rizzler? Was at the Chiefs game?
I want.
He like, oh shit. This game's
my
over.
reaction is not appropriate for this show. To the Rizzler, not
What did
anymore.
No,
Did you
but
punch a
just
hole
can't
in your
say-
wall?
No,
when you
no,
saw
I did
that
nothing
TikTok?
violent. I didn't do anything to my kids. I didn't project. No, stop. No, no.
John,
I
It's
already
the
know you-
Rizzler again.
No. Really? Well, I'll tell
Come
you.
here, Tice! The Rizzler's at the Chiefs game, Tice! Get down! You slam the basement door.
That's horrible.
You slam the basement door. You put your padlock on it. You
I
hammer the
hate
plywood.
the Rizzler. He stinks. I'm sorry. And my cousin who came up to in town to watch the game, she had no idea who the Rizzler were. So then my boys have to pull up videos to show her, and then now that idiot's on my timeline and into my
You just
Wi-Fi.
called him an idiot.
That's terrible. The whole thing's terrible. Boom, boom. It's just so staged and contrived. It stinks. It's
Oh my
terrible.
God, he's mad.
He's
Terrible.
getting
I don't-
red.
I don't like him. I don't like it. I don't
Okay,
like it.
okay. Guys, stop talking about the Rizzler. Stop talking about the Rizzler. Go ahead, Josh.
2024 Upper Deck Goodwin Champions Hobby Box.
You know who's excited about this?
Oh yeah, our guy Rabid Beaver.
Oh, he's ready for
He
this.
has built his house out of Goodwin base. $114 for Hobby Box. I find this product really fun to rip. A whole bunch of different like wild stuff in there. You never know what you're gonna get. There's
it's
a couple
interesting.
cool inserts here this year. If we could show those, Elena. We have the
What is that?
literary classic patches.
Oh,
So
that's
wait, you
cool.
can get a Frankenstein insert?
Frankenstein. Now I know you don't read, Elena, but for literary. I didn't say
Whoa.
you can't read.
Oh.
I said you don't read. Relax.
That's not what I heard.
Well, roll the tape back. So get some Young Guns, some Diamond Relic
I'm having
rookies,
a panic attack.
And-
I'm having a panic attack.
platinum variants. So are you guys in on on kind of the people from like pickleball and running and some of the the lower profile sports? Like, do you think you'd ever collect something from guys that are not in like the four major sports or the real high profile stuff? Because very clearly some people do, and that's why they love Goodwin Champions.
Yeah, I think it's an opportunity to get your hands on a little bit of everything, right? Like, it's a fun rip. I don't think people are ripping Goodwins for, like, the Michael Jordan chase or, like, something like that. I think it's just fun to get all of the different sports and have a chance at it, right? It's, like, a lot like Chronicles.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't
not
know
for me.
most of them, but it seems fun to me.
Or Allen and Ginter.
Sure.
Kind of a similar
Yeah, almost the
product.
same vibe.
All right, next one up here, a little Topps 2023-24 finest basketball hobby box, 2 autos per box. Obviously, we are, of course, Wemby chasing again. How about that? Speaking of kids, not great. How about the little guy getting the Victor Wembanyama
Yeah.
jersey and then putting it on eBay for the old swapperoo?
You know
good.
it's not him.
Oh, of course it's not him. He's small. Like he's like what,
Kid-
4 or 5 years old.
Kid was set up.
So
it sucks. That's what ruins it for me. I think when
Agreed.
parents do that dirty stuff like that, like I get you could catch a bag, and some people need the money. But I just value like that kind of
Right,
stuff. Those are
Well,
memories.
the thing about
Yeah,
that too is
you're
like when
trading
he
a
sees
memory
that
for
he's
the
not
bag.
gonna give his jersey
right,
out to
the
kid
next
again.
time he's not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's 100%
which
right.
sucks. Like that just sucks. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Stinks.
So some.
God, those kind of people just make me so angry.
Wow.
Oh.
2024-25 Donruss Panini Donruss soccer hobby box, 1 autograph per box, and obviously
Donruss.
going kaboom hunting as well. The rated rookie series, which I like in every sport because that's the callback to the late 80s, early 90s.
back in your
I
day.
like the Marvels. I like these cards. I think these are really cool. I like the animations. Obviously kaboom hunting. These are always clean to me. And we rip a bunch of soccer and two bros, and there's a whole bunch of names. Even if you're not a huge soccer person, Like, you know the names. So it makes it as fun of a rip as anything else to me.
Give me Messi.
Yeah, right? Right?
I love just Donruss in general. I think it's just
I think
one
these
of
are
the best
really
products.
clean. These are really nice looking cards. Last one on the new release, Panini Prism NASCAR Hobby Box. So $140 for a racing hobby box here, pre-sale. Again, the Color Blast, that's kind of a cool, those pop. Some of the racing cards I find kind of bland.
You don't like the tire relics?
No,
You don't like the tires here, Joe?
not really. You know, and this is a sport I don't know a lot of the people anymore. I feel
Really?
like
I saw you at Watkins Glen though that one year.
I was at Watkins Glen once.
I knew it.
You've been stalking me forever. God, before I even worked here. I was there once. I got free tickets. It was actually a lot of fun.
I've heard Watkins Glen is like a good time.
It was a giant party. It was great.
But
It was a fun time.
she remembered seeing you there.
Of course she did.
I just threw that out there.
Been stalking me for a long time.
Chad, if you've never heard of Watkins Glen, where is this? The southern tier?
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half south. It's in the Finger Lakes, and it's a road course, so
There
it's
it
not
is.
just an oval. And they have the big NASCAR race there for the weekend. And you can park on the infield, and it's really a great time.
This is like
Yeah, it's not just a dull oval.
When you were saying Watkins Glen, I thought you were talking about the little mini river. I thought you met
the
up
state
there
park
something.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No,
It's like, okay, I don't know where that's.
no,
Tank, you should get boots on the ground at Watkins Glen.
You know what? Tank?
I'm in. If
You fit right
DA
in.
sends me, I'm in.
You'd fit right in Watkins Glen. I think you'd be a hit there. You could walk the infield. You'd be a hit.
I'll take a little stroll.
I think
don't
you'd
mind
be
it.
a hit. I'm in on that. All right, show us these prismatic God packs, please.
Okay, so Prismatic is just shaking me up with
Yeah,
how
it's
people are acting.
Insane.
It is almost too much, in my opinion. Like, where's the line? I thought, out of all things, and I know people can say this about sports card collecting, but Pokemon especially, I thought was like really for the kids,
No,
and it's just not feeling that
Absolutely
way.
Not anymore, at least.
So it's just kind of making me
for
sad.
the nerds, right?
But here's a kid. Here's a
No.
kid.
nerd out.
Yes, I'm sure.
No.
It's a God pack.
He swore in front of his kid.
Abby,
Yeah, he did.
thousands of dollars. I can't believe this.
Seriously?
Yes. You opened a God pack.
These kids can't be tall.
So Josh, give a little bit of perspective on these God packs. Like, are these these are announced, right?
Yes, yes. It was known when the product was released. The current valuation with all the cards that you get in there is about $5,000. The $5,000 pack, roughly, somewhere around there. And that's just raw, no grades or anything like that.
How much did he pay for that pack, you think?
The boxes, let's see, it looks like he had the binders, so those are about $50.
Wow, not a bad invest.
Not a
return
bad-
on
not
your
a bad
investment.
flip.
As you would say.
Not a bad
investment,
turnaround.
yeah.
It's not a bad turnaround, but it's just like, this is fine. This video doesn't make me like mad because it's a little kid and like
Can you
This
show
is
the
what
next
it's
video?
supposed to be about.
Show the next video.
this is what it's
This
all
is,
about.
this is what it's supposed to be
Not
about.
this?
No.
This-
not
Are you sure?
is atrocity. These people should all go to
This
prison.
is disgusting.
Prison.
I mean, what are we doing?
I don't know. Costco started hosting indie wrestling. No.
What's the average age? What's the average age here?
Every single person in there is at least 23.
30.
No, 35 and older. Most people are over 35 in that video, for sure.
It's just like, for what? Like, I can't tell.
Not a kid in sight.
Not a kid in sight. We got people screaming. This literally looks like 2020 targets.
It looks like a WWE match.
Have you guys heard of these places? There's actually one right near here on the boulevard with the Amazon returns, the bin stores now. That's the new thing. There's one.
Oh wait, there's one around here.
Yeah, oh boy, yeah, you've heard of them. Then yeah, it's right next to the Arby's on Niagara Falls Boulevard.
Oh, perfect. Lunch and shopping.
Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. they drop everything. Okay, $10. Everything's $10. They're all Amazon returns, so you never know what you're gonna get. By Friday, it's $7. Saturday's $5.
So it just gets worse.
Worse and worse and worse. Then they're closed on Wednesdays. They restock and do it all over again every Thursday morning. So there is a line and a scene outside there now every week.
When did this start? When did you hear about this?
In the last month. Unfortunately, Jody had a couple weeks off for Christmas and found it.
Where did you say this was again?
This is right down the
Shout out
boulevard, right,
Jody.
like a mile away.
No kidding.
It's called Bin Break, or like a bin store from the old Amazon returns.
I
So,
never
yeah.
heard of that.
Oh, yeah. I've
Going down.
heard too much about it. So Elena,
Yeah, what do you guys feel? What do you guys feel though about this? Like crazy.
ridiculous,
Yeah, it's
right?
too much. It's
But
way too
predictable. It's predictable though, right? Doesn't it always seem to happen?
Yeah.
This is arguably one of the biggest drops of Pokemon that we've seen.
This
in
is
a
going to be
while.
their biggest drop of the year, and it's their first one.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't know. It just seems wrong. Something seems icky about it, and I would feel the same way if it was, boxes of Prism football at a reduced price rather than.
What about UGG boots? Would you go fight people for Uggs?
I'm trying to think what product I'd.
Is there
fight
anything
people
you'd
on.
go
No.
camp out for?
Nothing will ever get me to that
Like
point.
No.
even when I was like buying and selling shoes a lot, it was never like that.
No.
Really? Okay.
It was never
What do
like
you guys
that.
think? How can we sort of slow that down?
One box per customer?
Police with guns.
Couldn't you limit it to one box per
maybe, yeah.
customer?
I think some places do limit it to. There were so many videos I
So-
saw. Some people are doing 5 boxes per customer. Some people are making people get 1 box and go back and stand in line, and then
Yeah.
the ringamarole.
Because they're gonna sell no matter what, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna sell. So why does somebody get 25 of them? And
There's been a lot of policy changes with like some. I saw it. I think it was on Twitter. Maybe there was a Pokemon store or a card store where they said if we rip it for you right here, so you buy it and then they rip it right in front of you, it's $60, which is normal. If you want to take it home with you, it's $120.
okay, because you're gonna upcharge it.
Yeah. If you want it sealed, it's $120.
Oh, I kind of like that idea.
I hate that idea.
Why?
That's I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, you shouldn't have to change the pricings on things
Yeah, but
just to combat scalpers.
well, right,
And
but
maybe that's on the Pokemon Company. Maybe they should print more, which they have announced they're printing more of it. So hopefully these prices come down. Hopefully people aren't looking like rabid animals going for
Royal
Pokemon cards
Rumble.
here.
I really need to get into scalping.
really, what are you
Yeah.
gonna start with?
I don't know, maybe like cell phones or something.
Cell phones. You're gonna scalp cell phones.
I don't know what's something good I could start
That
scalping.
sounds like a real.
I need to start drop shipping, shilling, and scalping. Shipping,
Why?
shilling, scalping.
What's this desperate need? What is
You can
this
shell.
desperate
Let's shell.
need for
Because
quick
I'm
profits?
sick of being broke. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally so sick of it. I know that you got a major inheritance and you bought all of your properties. Like,
Are you
like
going against my? You're
Donald
going
Trump
after my. You're
style,
going. You just
where
called
you
me.
got
Oh
a
my god!
$1
You're
million loan
You're
from
calling
your
me
dad.
Donald
making
Trump.
fun of everybody that goes to Goodwill stores.
No, that's
Yeah.
not at all what
Pretty
I
much.
did. No. For the record, no.
Elena, you heard him, right?
No. And by the way, thank you for again bringing up my parents who have passed away.
Well-
Bring up an inheritance. No, and that's not quite what happened. Thank you though. Appreciate you somewhat. All right, can we skip
Chat,
ahead here?
Any leads on some money? Let me know.
Maybe your addiction to get rich quick schemes is why you're in the spot you're in.
Elena,
I'm not
just
addicted
be
to
where
get
your
rich
feet are.
quick.
Just be happy.
You just keep talking about how you want to get rich quick.
Isn't that the American dream?
Uh,
Get rich quick?
Okay, and you keep looking at that rather than maybe coming in here every day and actually working hard.
I do work hard.
Oh.
But that's like a climb. Like Miley Cyrus to climb. Ever heard that
Yes,
song?
I know that song. I
Sing-
absolutely
sing
know that
one
song.
line from that song.
It's the climb. I know that song. Keep fighting, keep climbing. I know that song.
There it is. That's just what I needed right there.
Good Lord, yeah.
Keep
Yeah, whatever. I don't know the name words. Whatever.
It's a clown.
Sure. All right, let's skip ahead here because this is a really fun one. Paul Skeens
Ugh.
is on a plane. All right, you're on a
Wow.
plane and you're right next to Paul Skeens.
Yeah.
And you have nothing for Paul Skeens to sign. Okay? But you're reading Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky, one of the most famous books in the history of mankind.
Okay.
Okay? Do you have Paul Skeens sign it?
No, not for me. No, if I don't have anything that has anything to do with baseball or Pirates, I'm not having them sign that.
You do not.
No.
Elena, would you? If you
you
were
think-
reading Dr. Seuss, like I know that you would on a plane, if you had Cat in the Hat, because you're into the 5th grade reading level now, okay? So you've gotten past Green Eggs and Ham, and you're on to
Hold on.
Dr.
If you have Paul Skeens sign that,
was so
top of the market right there. Top of the market.
So you're reading Cat in the Hat. All right, you've graduated from Green Eggs and Ham, and you're on to Cat in the Hat.
That's a big
Okay,
step, big
and you're
step.
struggling on page 4. Okay, and Paul Skeens is next to you. Do you say, "Hey, Mr. Skeens, would you autograph this for me?"
In all seriousness, I don't think I would recognize Paul Skeens. He's
Okay.
the most average-looking white guy ever.
Can you show the tweet?
He might be a Notre Dame fan.
This guy might root for Notre Dame.
Wow, you guys stink. You guys stink. So this says a friend of mine met Paul Skeens on a flight and didn't have anything for him to sign, so he signed his copy of Crime and Punishment. And the funniest part is Crime and Punishment is about a guy who gets sent to Siberia in exile for 10
really?
years.
Do you
It is one of the most depressing books like ever written.
Do you think Paul knew
That
that
just
going
doesn't
into
look
it? Or?
like Paul Skeens.
I don't think that Paul had any idea. I'm guessing that Paul has not read Crime and Punishment, nor did he know it's really a hell no.
No shot. No shot.
I know, but what a wild thing.
I love how he signed over the text.
Yeah, just didn't care about the text. I mean, he gave genuine effort in the auto. I appreciate
it's a
that.
nice auto.
So what do you do?
Here-
I think I
here's
just
a
get the
picture.
picture. Just get
I
the
just
picture.
Get the
with
picture
him.
and move on. Yeah.
I just don't know if that's Paul Skeens.
What do you mean you don't know if that's him?
I don't know
Oh
about
my
this.
God. So, Elena, you never answered.
What?
You
If
never
I have him
answered.
sign
Yeah,
my cat?
Cat in the Hat. Would he sign it for you?
I would have him sign my Cat in the Hat for sure. I'd probably have him sign my Nintendo Switch.
Wow. Okay.
That's what I bring on planes.
I'm so proud of you getting to 5th grade reading level. It's really
Yeah,
it's
could
impressive.
literally run circles around how fast I read compared to how fast
Can
you
we?
read.
No. We
Let's
need to make
have
this happen.
Yes,
We need
let's
to make
have
this
a reading
happen.
A
competition.
read off.
A read off.
A read
We
off.
should have a little book club, Josh and I, where we both read a book
Oh.
because I know for a fact I could sit down and read a book. He would struggle because his phone's buzzing because Japanese basketball's
That's
on.
right.
He
Ain't
can't
nothing wrong with
focus.
that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Got him.
Totally in. Totally in. Speaking of basketball, Tank, I found
Yes.
this one for you.
Another one.
A piece of Kobe Bryant's high school court is up for auction.
Lower Marion.
This is super cool, right? Lower Marion High School,
Yep.
a rare piece of the actual court. So Kobe redid and renovated the gym for his high school. Spent $400,000 to renovate the gym. They asked him to sign a piece of the court. This is going up for bid for $5,000. The last one, floorboards from his 60-point farewell game, sold for $631,000 in 2020.
Where's his high school located?
Philadelphia.
Philly.
He's from Philly.
So he grew up in Europe because his dad was an NBA player, Joe Bryant, and then
I didn't know that.
he came back
Yeah.
to Philly. He spoke like 5 languages?
Kobe
Yeah, I know
did?
Italian.
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Up there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was fluent in Italian.
He was fluent in Italian and a number of other
Spanish.
in Spanish and other European languages.
Yeah,
So he came back to Philly when he was 13, and he played at Lower Marion, and then got drafted right out of high school to the NBA.
How good was his dad?
He was good. It was like a
Beast?
European, basketball player. Like he was good, not good enough to stick around the NBA, but
Right.
made a living.
Yeah.
Made a living playing basketball.
How much can
can't
you
beat that.
make overseas
Now,
as a basketball
quite a bit.
player?
Millions.
Really?
Yeah, you can make millions. Not back then.
Oh no. Shot.
Not back then. But so this floorboard here going up for auction. I mean, something you'd be interested in, my man?
If I had the money, why not? And
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool because obviously we talked about it last week. Famous athletes who had passed, the
Sure.
value goes up in their auto. It is what it is. But
I kind of dig the
The-
fact that he redid the court for the high
100%.
school, and now that court, he
Yeah.
autoed it and it's going up. For
and then
auction.
even in the signature, he had the number 33 in there too, which I'm sure you didn't really.
What-
There's not too many of
what
those, so that
auction
could be a
site?
value piece.
This is going on Golden.
Classic.
There you go. All right, next video here, real quick before the giveaway.
Oops.
Some people got a nice surprise with a JJ McCarthy.
Here, let's watch
smiley
it.
face? We'll see.
Wow. JJ McCarthy on. Where's the auto?
Oh,
Oh,
she kind of low key sounds like Elena.
I can't. hear it.
Me?
She sounds like you.
Nothing there.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
nuts. That's nuts. Send that to
She's shook.
Oh, it's state line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is shook. So what do we do there? We got to send it into Panini.
Yeah,
Get a new
we
one.
have to.
Yeah, absolutely have to, because that is just
What a bummer.
inexcusable right there.
What a bummer, right?
That is a bummer, and that's just exactly what people complain about when they talk about Panini's quality control.
How do you
Like-
think that slips through? Just
Like how?
auto
I don't
pen
know.
just doesn't work?
I don't know how that slips through. did JJ McCarthy not send, like, did he think he signed all of them? Was that sticking to the back of one? I have no idea how that slips through. It sucks for that collector, whoever has the Vikings in this break, because now you have to go through the whole thing with Panini, trying to figure out what to do from there, and that just kind of sucks. I don't know.
They might throw you a couple 100 points for redemption, too.
No, you'll probably get it. You'll probably get the auto. Just
I would hope
not,
so.
Just not anytime soon.
I would hope so. Do you want to run the giveaway?
Sure, what do you want them to chat while we talk about one of the last
OH.
Pick a word, Josh, come on, you know so many.
Go Irish.
We did that last week.
Okay, OH.
Capital O-H.
There you go, for
Thank
Tank, for our guy.
Exclamation point O-H.
While we're waiting to run the giveaway, get rich quick scheme. Elena, this is your dream bathroom, bedroom, and basketball court combination, right?
What,
Max Crosby's basketball
All in
court in his house. Like, I could see Elena trying to marry into this.
I would
Marry
love,
into it.
I would love to be this rich, but then I think about like what it takes to like upkeep homes. That's crazy.
When we got the chance to design a basketball court for an NFL superstar, we knew it had to be epic. So here's a 60-second tour of the space. Look at this gallery wall with all of his favorites.
So
Let's just
sick.
take a pause on these jerseys.
That's a collector's dream.
What a dream.
That's an Aaron Donald jersey in the middle row.
Yep.
Then you have, what is that, Chris Jones
Yep,
above
Jalen
it.
Ramsey above.
Jalen Ramsey, who's this? 65 for the Eagles. It
Wyatt
looks like
Johnson.
Lane
Johnson.
Lane Johnson.
Lane
Excuse me.
Johnson, who's Jonathan Taylor.
JT.
What is this, Williams?
That's
for the Jets.
Oh, Quinn Williams.
Quinn and Williams. Then you have Kyler Murray. What's this?
jerseys.
Is that Joe Mixon?
Yep.
Joe Mixon, Patrick Mahomes,
Aiden
Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons,
It's a random
Travis
69
Kelce,
Raiders.
Yeah,
TJ
of
Watt.
course. And the random 69 jersey. Good.
Yeah, that's nice. Keep
Got
going.
thrown into the mix. Nice.
Over in
And
the
then
corner
it keeps going.
Matt Judon.
Yep. Nick Bosa, is that?
And Nick Bosa.
Bosa and
Christian Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins, who's
over
now
there,
his
we
teammate.
have these football mannequins where you can dress with
This one's wild.
Yeah.
This one, I'm just like, all right, Max Crosby, we get it.
whatever jerseys
Got
he
the
wants
money.
at the
Why
time.
not?
Follow me over
Pro Bowl
here
jersey.
because
Now,
this
this is
mural
what we
is
call
obviously
it.
the
If
star
you
of the
want-
show.
I mean,
We've got
goodness.
Max in the center and all of his icons surrounded.
It's funny how in your own house you have ads on your wall.
Right?
Why do we have a Fanatics New Era
Sponsored.
sponsorship?
Papa
Ele-
John's hanging out on the
Elena,
right
you can't be hating. We're talking about getting rich quick.
Oh, Elena would
I
sell
know.
sponsorships in
That's
her
what
own
I'm saying,
house. Oh,
absolutely.
God, the Gremlin car.
Dang,
I'm
I'm
surprised
good.
you haven't yet.
You know, in college, like speaking of that, you know how you get emails about like wrap your car to look
Yeah.
like this. I got an email back in college to wrap my 1999 Grand Am in something, and I already was driving a green Grand Am, but I considered it because they were paying you like almost $500 a week to have
my
the
God.
car. Be
Why didn't you
wrapped.
do it? What was it
Should
for?
have done
It
it.
was for some car wash company, I
Oh,
think.
really?
It was like, and it,
Some
and
car wash company.
and
Uh-huh.
I got like I went as far as to
Uh-huh.
respond to the email thread to be like, okay, what's this all about? And they give you what your car would
God.
look like, and I was like,
I
all right,
I
can't.
really hope that you're never asked to do some things, Elena, because I feel like you might go down some bad rabbit holes.
What rabbit?
Yeah, I just really do. I do. I hope you never solicited to do crazy things.
What does that mean?
That people don't ask you to do crazy things for money.
No one wants my work apparently.
Well, jeez, what are we talking about?
I don't know where this is
I don't know
going,
what you're talking about, but
You were willing to wrap your car for a car wash for money. So I'm saying, what aren't you willing to do if you're willing to do something like that?
I didn't wrap my car.
You
for
thought
money.
about it.
Should have.
Yeah,
Broke college kid.
I was a broke college
Then now
kid.
Yes.
she's not broke and she's still trying to get rich quick.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Such a fun
Anyway,
space
this is how.
to
I
create.
mean, this is absolutely gorgeous.
It's
When
beautiful.
we got the
It's
absolutely,
insane.
it's beautiful. So giveaway,
3,
We're gonna
2,
run it?
1, choose a winner.
hit it.
Here was
JKZ.
There we go. One of the old
JK.
school.
One of the old school.
There we go. I'm glad that you
OGs.
won one of the old school OGs.
I still have to send JK.
So we have one more live episode of The Chase on Wednesday where we're going to pay off
sir.
our bet, right?
That's it.
Yeah, guys, I want you to expect. I know a lot of people were talking about their channel points in the wheel or in like how they're going to spend it. So on Wednesday, we're going to have a wheel full of you spend your channel points and we'll spin it. For
Absolutely.
you guys to win some credit. And there's going to be, I don't know what, if any, limit on spins because I know some of you have a lot of cash in terms of channel points to spend. So we're gonna work on a wheel and get you guys ready for that, and we'll just be spinning it the entire show.
So it'll be Pat Sajak and Vanna White over here, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have a physical wheel, or is it just gonna be
no, we'll
a
have
virtual wheel?
A virtual wheel. I said computer wheel.
And you're gonna sing the Notre Dame fight song throughout the whole wheel spin.
Well, no, because Ohio State's gonna win the night.
All right. Good luck
and you're
today,
gonna have
my
to sing
friend. You
that
know what? Good
whole
luck, my
song.
friend.
It's gonna be electric.
Good
man.
luck.
Sponge Nuts is asking when my 24-hour stream is. Sometime before
April 13th is the deadline. April 13th is the deadline.
Anytime before then.
I wanted to remind you guys that you still will be able to find us over on YouTube, 6 p.m. every Wednesday. Our episode will be dropping, and every single week we're going to be giving a commenter $200 site credit instead of just $100. One person could win that $200. Make sure you're downloading at Apple and Spotify, listening to us in your ears, watching us on your TVs or whatever. Although we won't be live, we will be live on this channel doing breaks as well in the coming future. So you'll be able to see Josh, myself, Tank doing all those kind of breaks and talking to us live rather than a show platform. Anything else to say?
Thank you. No, go Irish.
Oh,
go Irish.
Where can they follow you?
It is all about the chase.
Right,
what?
Cut it off, Josh. Cut it
What did I do? Go Irish.
I can't. I'm done. Bye. Goodbye,
What
everybody.
do you mean you're done?